I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace, where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace. Where I am now. Where I am now, I'm better than before. I'm through those open doors. Where I am now, where I am now, I'm in a special place, a tender warm embrace. Where I am now. Had to cry, knock me down, save my life. I've come a long way and now I'm changing. He brought me out and I'm praising, praising. He's in my soul, now I'm celebrating. God is on my side. I've come a long way and now I'm changing. He brought me out and I'm praising, praising. He's in my soul, now I'm celebrating. God is on my side. Oh, God is on my side. Oh,
Good morning. A beautiful day in the neighborhood. All right. Okay. We are experiencing technical difficulties. We need you all to hang on with us. We may have to come out and give me a few seconds. Media is not acting like it should. But in the meantime, we are going to try to do what we can do. A lot of different things going on. And hold on just for a minute. Let's see if we can pull things together. Good morning over here on TikTok. Good to see you all. We need a minute. Music that you're hearing is interfering with our feed. And we just hope you all can give us a minute. It goes for YouTube, Instagram. Give us a minute. LinkedIn, Facebook Live. All right. Good morning. We are here, and I am so glad that we can finally get to stop some of this stuff that is going on. I am Yolanda, the Lady Hinton, host of FYI Morning Show Live. And I tell you what, we're going to have a great show for you all. We're on a little late start, but we are here. I have a very special guest for you all. We're going to talk with him in a little bit. But I want to welcome Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. You've been here for a minute and very patient with us. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your support. Look, let me at least shout out the sponsors. Bulvic Academy, BULVICADEMY, Academy.com. Make sure you check out that website, www.bulvic.academy.com, along with our other sponsors, www.beardgods.com. That's BEARDGODZ.com. And we will appreciate it. Look, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our channel. Make sure you go over to YouTube, which has the newest platform, and that is FYI Radio Show host Yolanda Hinton. And you can always go to Cristo Records One, CRISTO Records One, and you can definitely like, share, and follow and subscribe. If you follow us, we promise we will follow you back. But look, this is Hump Day Wednesday, and I am glad to be here. This is our FYI Wednesday segment, What's Under the Hat? Issues Concerning Men. And I tell you what, we got a young man here, and he is author Donnell C. Hammond. First of all, he is not just an author, but he is actually doing a stage play. We want to hear what this stage play is all about, how did it come about, who's involved, and much, much more. Mr. Donnell C. Hammond, are you there?
Yes, I am. How you doing?
Mr. Hammond, I'm doing
Yes,
good. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing
Doing
well.
fine, I hope.
That's it.
Absolutely. You got a lot. Yeah, go ahead. Doing well, and I hope you're excited about what's going on in your world.
Yes, I am. I think it's a little delay in our back and forth.
Okay, well, I'll let the listeners and viewers know that, hey, be a little patient because we do have a delay. So if you hear silence, it's because Mr. Hammonds is just hearing the question or the comment. So, Mr. Hammonds, please tell us a little bit about yourself.
I'm Donnell Hammonds. Originally from Norfolk, Virginia. I currently reside in San Antonio, Texas. Um, Graduated from Lake Teller High School, and formerly a teacher at Indian River High School and Wilson High School. Taught basketball at both schools. I'm sorry, coached basketball at both schools.
Very good. So you're from right here, but you don't live here, but you're from right here.
I'm from right here, the Berkeley section in Norfolk. Yes,
Well,
indeed.
I also understand that you have I think, grandmother, Miss Edith White.
Edith Jones, he passed away
Edith,
uh,
Edith
a few
Jones.
years ago now of Stop Organization. Yeah.
Absolutely. And she was really instrumental in programs there with the Stop organization. Is that right?
Yes, she was. She was president and CEO of the company before she passed away. But she came up through the ranks, worked her way from being a nurse's aide, all the way to the top of the company. Yes.
Very good. Very good. How has she influenced your life?
Words can't describe. She was everything to me. She raised me. Um, my mom had me young, so it was like she was raising both of us. Um, but she was very special. Yeah.
Very special to you. Um, and I'm sure some of the things that she's done has come out in your life, and you're probably following down some of the things that she's done in her lifetime. Sometimes, we are surprised when we see them in us. You know,
Yes.
uh, I was telling I was telling our listeners and viewers one day how, at my age now, I look in the mirror and I see my mother, but I also see
Yeah,
some of her traits in me.
yeah,
And sometimes that's how it plays out.
that is, that is. No, her legacy lives on. As long as I'm alive, I'll continue to try to push her goodness. Um, because of her, I got into the mentoring field and just trying to see the good in the world.
Wow, that is so marvelous. Today is our men's issues, and I was, looking at the name of the actual stage play, and I was curious if this stage play is geared toward men or military. Tell us a little bit first about you as an author, and then talk about um, the stage play cover, the guide, and what it means.
Well, I got into writing as a hobby. I used to tell my stories about basic training in AIT and just different stories about my life to different people. And people always say, "Man, your story's interesting. You should write a book one day." And here we are. I'm actually 4 books in at this point. I
Wow.
started writing a couple about 2.5 years ago at this point. My first 3 books are my memoirs broken up into sections. This being the first, and I was new to writing. Initially, I tried to write it from beginning to end, and writer's block, and just being new to it, it didn't work out at first. So I decided to write this part of my life first,
Hmm.
and this is my experience in basic training in AIT, and actually what got me to basic training. Being a youth, in the inner city, even though I had a great grandmother that really was loving and taught me all the right things, I actually strayed away, like most young men, during that time, late '80s, early '90s, and um, the military actually gave me a second chance. Um, and my experience in the military was very humorous and challenging at the same time. So I was able to write this part of the story, um, and it came out pretty well. It was well received, um, and then that led me to writing the second book and then finishing with the third in that series.
Wow. I tell you what, sounds like you had an interesting military career. How long did you stay in?
I served my term, served 4 years. Then I came back home and went back to school and got back in to community service, starting working at the Boys and Girls Club
Wow.
and did part, and then eventually getting my degree, and then going into the teaching field.
So did you wake up one day and say, look, I'm going into the military? Or did somebody say, you know what, you need to get in there and uh, serve your country? How did all that play out?
To be honest, as the book tells, I got in a little trouble, and it was a decision that I had to make um, on the moment, and it ended up being the best decision I could have made in my life.
Very good. I'm kind of smiling because I know a few people that once they turned 18, their parents took them by the hand and said, this is where you got to go. That's why I asked that question. Some people are willing workers, they go willingly. And like you said, sometimes circumstances says, look,
Yeah.
you need a place. Or then sometimes somebody volunteers you or drafts you into the military. But the good thing about it is, I am so glad that your experience. You mentioned how humorous and it was. I'm glad that with all that goes on into the military, you had something to smile about. You had something to, be happy about. And look what has come out of, you going in and serving your country. Let's talk about the title. What does this
So,
title mean?
well, cover up the guidon is it's a part of the humor of the story. All right, so my drill sergeant, he actually was from Virginia Beach, Virginia, and he was on us so tough. And his thing was, the guidon is the flag that represents the company. For those that don't. Um, so I was actually the guidon bearer. So when you see videos or pictures of military formations and you see the person carrying the flag, that was me. That was
Wow.
my position in basic training, and as well as AIT. But so phases, basic training, along with AIT going phases. So you start in phase one where they're just on you and you have no freedoms and no rights and nothing. They're trying to tear you down to build you up.
Yes.
So you go from phase one to phase two to phase three to phase four, and then you prepare to graduate. But in that time going through the phases, every time that we messed up, because we were human, the drill sergeant he would go off on us and he would take us back to phase one. So that always is a memory of mine. He would say, "Cover up the guidon," and then he would yell, "Phase one," and then we would all just drop our heads and get ready to get smoked. Do our push-ups and our sit-ups and any punishments that he had for us.
Wow. Did it give you a sense of pride to carry the flag, even though you all had, the little thing about it and made it humorous? Did you feel a sense of pride? And how did you get elected to carry the flag?
Well, well, that's a great question. I definitely carried it with pride. Unexpectedly. It was when I joined the service. I wasn't sure how I was going to take to it. When I was young, I used to say I'd never go in the military. But
Yes.
you'll be surprised. When I joined, I I actually volunteered to be the guidon bearer, and it had its challenges, but I did it with pride and all the way through, and it ended up benefiting me and teaching me a lot.
That is marvelous. I love the title, and I actually looked it up. And I said to myself, I never knew, Donnell, that this was a small military flag. I noticed the flag, when guys, but I never knew the name, of the position or anything. So
Yeah,
this was a, learning lesson for me, something I've seen all the time, but never really zeroed in on the actual name of it. It is really, really clever to me. And thank you so much for your service. Um, it sounds as though, even though you served 4 years, that the military is somewhat still in you. Do you feel like that? Because you have produced this play and you're focusing on that position that you held. Do you still feel like the military is in you?
it is. It really is a big part of my life. I was able to use the tools that I learned in the military to go forward into manhood. Um, it taught me a lot about leadership. So when I was able to become a teacher and become a head basketball coach and eventually, father and husband, it gave me all the tools that I needed across the board.
Wow. And that is absolutely marvelous because, like you said, you mentor young men or you mentor the youth, and all those things come in handy because I can imagine military is discipline, it's, you know, service, it's so many things that can be passed down to our youth, things that they need now. Let's
Yeah.
talk about your play. You've written your book, and now you have decided to make a stage play. What inspired the play?
Well, that was in another part of the process. I always wanted to see it visually as well.
Hmm.
So I was able to get with a local company, Pass Pass Passport Productions, and sorry, Passageway Productions. Nicholas Wright and Nicholas Howard. I'm so sorry. Nicholas Howard and his company um, read my book, and he decided that it was worthy of him turning it into a stage play.
Wow. It has to be a mighty good book in order for it to get to that level, to go to that next step. And so, who's involved? How did you put it together? You said the partnership is with Passage, um, and how did you all come together, and who did you all bring to the table as
Uh,
far as
well,
acting
well,
and production?
close friend of mine, Quincy Carr, is a local comedian. He does a quality comedy series locally in Norfolk and Virginia Beach in the 757.
Yeah.
Um, and I met Nicholas through him, and we sat together and we decided, after Nicholas read the book um, and showed his interest, we were able to get together and put it together. And Nicholas decided that he wanted to bring in a local gospel rapper by the
Ooh,
name of Gifted Hand, and he's going to come and do the midpoint entertainment. Quincy Carr is going to be the host, and he's
yeah,
going to give us a good laugh and keep everybody engaged.
absolutely. Quincy, we're familiar with Quincy. Quincy has been on FYI radio show a few times. Uh, and been seeing him recently. He's a great comic, and I'm sure it's a great addition to your production. Tell us what kind of actors. How did you all decide who would be a part of your team as far as actors?
Well, Brother Howard has his own actors that he employs, but he also put a listing out to the community, a open call, and just any and everyone came out. Those with a lot of experience and those with uh, a little experience came out to help with this process. And it's really a good group. I've been able to come back home and sit in a couple of the rehearsals, and they were really working hard to bring this vision to life.
Mhm.
Very proud of their efforts, and definitely proud of Nicholas and and Passageway for giving me this opportunity.
Wow. Now, Donnell, did you cry? Because, see, I would be crying. If I would see my book come to life, did you shed
Yeah.
a few tears and thank God for, seeing something that you probably dreamed about, but there it is right before your very eyes?
I would like to be a man's man and act like we don't cry, but we cry too, and
Yeah.
uh, it's it's a few parts of the book, with parts of the play especially, that how my late grandmother um, represented in it. And
Wow.
when I saw the young lady that's, playing my grandmother act out a scene, it took me back to some great memories, and I just had no choice but to hide a tear too. And I expect, to be emotional in those parts of the play. This play actually gives you a lot. It gives you drama. It gives you, humor, and it gives you those sentimental moments of life that we've all shared with family and loved ones.
Oh, wow. It sounds like it's a very, very wonderful play. We want to know when it is, where it is, what time, and how people can get tickets.
It's coming up in 3 days, actually. It'll be at Churchland High School, in the auditorium, in the theater. Um, and it'll be ran from 5 o'clock to 8 o'clock, on Saturday. And they can get the tickets. I'll set up a link, um, on the live, so that way to make it easier. But they can also go to Passway, Productions. It's on that link, um, and it's available.
Oh, wow. And the book as well. Now, the book, will you have those books available? How can we get books?
I have
The
the
book.
books available, but they're also all my books are available on Amazon.
Mhm.
Um, they can just go and type in Cover Up the Guide on Phase One, or they can just type in Donnell Hammond's books, and you'll have all four of my current books, at your disposal.
I am definitely looking forward to getting your books and reading them and sharing them with our audience. This is marvelous. And, it seems like you put a lot into, putting these books out. The process of writing for you, is it hard or easy?
Um, Initially, it was challenging. And I tell you, that like I said, my first three books were memoirs. So after I got the hang of it, the second two were relatively easy. I was able to. The first one took me, um, probably about 6 months. The
Mhm.
second one is a longer book, but it took me a shorter period of time. It took me 4 months. Uh, the third book, it took me probably about another 6 months. It was That third book was challenging because of the emotions, of that
Mm.
stage of my life. That third book entails my birth up into about 12 years old, and the ups and downs of my childhood. And
Wow.
um, me writing these books in the order that I wrote them in. You you get the first book, which is me as a grown man,
Mhm.
um, kind of just making mistakes, recovering from mistakes. Um, and I wrote, that I want to see if people can find empathy in the reverse order, because it seems that it would be easy to read my childhood, and then the next stage is the second book, which is, my ninth grade through college, or my first attempt at college at Norfolk State, and then going to this book, Cover Up the Guide. If you read it in that order, it would be
Mhm.
easy to, have empathy and understand, how I grew up and how I was raised, and the mistakes, and the ups and downs. But reading it backwards, when you see the mistakes up front, and you're like, is this guy a good guy, or is he, just a hoodlum, or is he, just misguided? And then you read it backwards, and then you say, oh man, this is the stages of his childhood and his young adulthood where he went wrong. And then you go to my childhood in the third book, and you say, wow, his childhood was a lot more challenging than I could have foreseen.
Wow. It sounds like it is going to be very interesting reading. Who has been your greatest support? Is there anyone you want to shout out?
Oh man, the list would be too long, and I would be remiss if I, forgot anyone. My wife, first and foremost, my kids, my wife Chanel Hammonds, my kids, Danielle, Nasir, and Mia. Um, my Berkeley brothers, Calvin, Simon, Pierre, William Sutton. the list goes on.
Mhm.
But my mentees, my former trainees, like Hishana Sutton, Nat Cuffey, Nicole Cuffey. I didn't mention I coach both girls and guys in
Yes.
high school basketball. So they've all just been my guys are from Wilson High School, my boys basketball players. Like I said, I would be it's just too many people to name, but
Excellent.
I have a good support system. They get given me good feedbacks. They were surprised to hear things about an old coach and him at their age, and they were able to gain some insight in why I was like I was to them in their life. Why I
Wow.
was consistent and why I was determined. To make a difference and an impact for them, so they got a better understanding.
Absolutely. When it comes to your children, do you see any of those gifts coming out in them?
Yeah, first of all, like we're a basketball household. My wife and I played high school ball. I played college ball, and my two youngest, my son, he plays college ball right now. My youngest, he plays college ball. My oldest, she followed her daddy's footsteps, joining the military. Um, and she was able to take her career a little further than I was. So I'm definitely proud of her for that. Um, but yeah, I definitely see a lot of myself in my children, and I'm just so proud of them. Um, and I couldn't be happier. That I always say, I tell people, fatherhood doesn't come with a manual. But I'm
Yes.
appreciative of the ups and downs, that it took to get my children to where they are.
Wow. Now you talking about ball. Who's your team? Who you
Uh,
rooting for in this playoff?
well, I'm not rooting for anyone. Actually a Celtic fan. Um,
Really?
but yes, I am lifelong. I started, watching it, because of Larry Bird, back in the early '80s. That just, as a child, those first impressions I usually would take you. And I wasn't the type that, jump on bandwagons and jump from team to team. So, I've been consistent throughout my life.
Ooh,
And actually my college coach, Dave Macedo, who definitely who definitely like to mention, who's definitely been a great support system. He's a Celtic fan also, so I
yeah.
just wanted to throw that there. Um, and talking about my support system, um, along with my grandmother, Edith Jones, Jim Allman, formerly of Southside Boys and Girls Club, currently of the Boys and Girls Clubs of Greater Washington. He is definitely the most impactful male, um, outside of family that I have. He actually changed my life and helped get me on the right path. When I was in my rebellious days of youth in my teens. He entered my life at the right time, and he showed me that a man could be a strong man, but also love. Um, and you didn't, so I was able to take that lesson from him and apply it to life as well.
Very good. Tell us again when this play is, where it is, what time it starts, and how we can get tickets. The stage play is Cover Up the Guidon. I love that.
Yes,
And give our audience, our listeners and viewers that information again.
yeah. First of all, thank you for having me. And the play is May 23rd, this Saturday at Churchland High School, from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So it gives you time. I know it's a holiday weekend, but it gives you time to have your cookouts and your pre-stuff. We get you in and out by 8 o'clock, and then you can have the rest of your night to go out and enjoy life and enjoy your family. So, if you don't mind, I would be very appreciative if your listeners would take the time and come out. They won't be disappointed. The actors, the everybody involved has put a lot into it. The story is a great story. It doesn't cover the entire book, so it gives you the opportunity to also purchase the book and learn a lot more. But it's a great play. It's very humorous. It will teach you a lot about the military. Those that weren't ever service members, but those that were service members or are service members, it'll bring back very fond memories of basic training in the AIT. So I would really be appreciative if y'all come out. You can go on Passageway Productions and grab tickets from there. You can also, I'm going to attach a link on Facebook, and I'm also going to send a link to Mrs. Hinton, so she can attach it for
Yes.
her guests. Um, and like I say, thank you. I thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
I tell you what, you have inspired me. I just love what you're doing and the fact that, what you present is for the family, for everybody. And I do encourage my listeners and viewers to support Donnell, support him by going to the play or buy his books or encourage him in some kind of way. I'm sure he's able to uh, get your feedback on his page and Facebook and other social media platforms. And he would really, really appreciate your support and uh, really, really be encouraged by you learning more about his journey. Sometimes when we look at people and we see the things that they've done, but then we get to know them a little bit more by looking at the things that they've gone through and how they share with us the things that God has given them. And it will inspire you. It will lift you up. It will encourage you to keep on moving forward in life. It's just, to me, it's just to speak with you, Donnell, is just inspiration to me, just by just hearing your story and seeing that you have really put an effort into reaching our community with some good things. So I want to thank you for being on. I want to thank you for all you do. Thank you for allowing me to come and see your wonderful stage play. And we're going to have you on again. Follow up on some of the things that you're doing. I understand again that you're not here now, but you live on the West Coast.
I live in Texas, so I'm in the middle. But I'll be on there on Friday.
Okay,
Right? I'm
absolutely.
excited. And I wanted to say about my books, and just in case someone's listening, my intentions for my books are to help the youth, to change some lives, um, and to let people know it's never too late to get on track.
Wow,
Um, so
that is powerful. It's never too late. It's never too late to get on track. It's never too late to get yourself recalibrated, to get on the right road, and get your life changed. That's important. Thank you for that, Donnell. That's very important because some people have given up on themselves, say, well, I'm too far gone. There's no hope for me. Oh, my God. But you're letting them know uh, that you can get back up again. You can make it. And
that's it.
thank you for the play that can inspire many to do just that. So look, we wish you all the success in the world, uh, blessings to you and your family, and we look forward to the play. We want you to have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and stay blessed.
Thank you. You too.
So you all, I tell you what, it's just, I'm just really excited about people that we're, coming across as coming on the show and sharing. FYI, for your information, is just that, to inspire and to motivate and energize the community, all of us, to rise above mere survival and find success. That's what we're all about. And I'm so glad that I get the opportunity to bring folk on to share with you things that can help you to learn more, help you to inspire you to give us the things that God has given you. Some people are holding back. I remember Miles Monroe saying, and you all can look up Miles Monroe, but he said that the richest place in the whole wide world is the graveyard. And some people would probably say, what do you mean by that? All the things that God had given folk for us, some of them never exposed them because of fear or whatever. Some of them have never taken the time to share with us those great gifts that God has given us. For some reason or other, they hid them, or they did not believe in themselves, or they didn't have enough support. And they just took it and said, I will just tuck this away. Nobody wants this. I'm going to bury it. And it goes into a place that we'll never see or never experience. That thing could have been for someone. Those things could have been to really change the world. But sometimes we feel very insecure about the things that we know we have gifts and talents in. I always think about the story of the three with the talents. One had 1, one had 5, one had 10. And the one that had 1 talent says, oh my goodness, I have this 1 talent and I'm going to bury it because I'm scared to death of this one thing. The 5 flourished, the 10 flourished, and then God said to them, let's see how you have stewarded. So he went to the one with the 10, and he said, boy, you really done this thing. You really know what you're doing. Then he took the 5, and he gave more because what? He knew what he was doing too. He was ready. He was ready to prosper and flourish and give out the things that God had for him to do. Then there was that one who was a little bit lazy and also a little bit frightened and said, look, I'm going to let God do this because he's the type of God that will just wave the wand or just speak it. So I'm going to let him speak it. I'm going to let him let it happen, and I'm not going to do a gosh darn thing. And so what happened to him was, because of his laziness and his fear, the thing that he had for us never could be, because he was dead set on hiding it. I'm saying that to encourage you all to stop hiding your gifts and talent. You may not think it's much, but little becomes much when you place it in the master's hand. And not only that, that one thing may be for somebody to save someone's life. And so when we become selfish, not only ourselves, but others lose out. I'm encouraging you all to get with it and start pulling out those things, those books, that music, that company, that nonprofit, that experiment that you have, that you've conquered and you know what to do with. But because of fear, you say, oh, don't nobody want this. I'm encouraging you all that all those gifts and things that you have on the inside of you, to let them out. Don't take them to the grave. Don't keep letting the grave be the richest place in the world, full of not broken dreams, but of dreams not realized because of one thing or another. I can see on social media all the gifts, all the things that people say and do, but I also see where folk are just sitting back and saying, this one is doing better, or look at all that they're doing. I don't have that same thing. Mine is not as big. Mine is not as powerful. Oh, they got it all. So for that reason, I'm going to sit back and I'm just going to squash what I have. You all need to realize what's in you, what's been given to you, and you need to expose it. Expose it to us that need you and need what God has given you for us. So I want to thank my special guest. We had a little rocky beginning with technical difficulty. I don't know, everything just seemed to freeze and things played out a little different. But nevertheless, we got a chance to hear about this new play, Cover Up the Guidon, by Mr. Darnell Hammonds. And we got a chance to hear a little bit about his journey. And we got information on about where you can come out and see this play if you're here in the Hampton Roads area. I want to give you all a few of the upcoming shows before we get out of here, because I gotta go. We started off late, but I tell you what, hopefully you all have enjoyed the show. Make sure you check out our Fun Friday show. We're gonna have Mr. Les Smith on, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what's going on in the 757 around the town. He's having a youth conference, which is going to take place on May 30th. He'll be here to talk about the youth, his mentorship. He's also on Chesapeake City Council, and he'll talk about what's going on in the city of Chesapeake for those that need more information about how things will play out in that particular city in Virginia. And of course, all the information concerning the youth conference on May the 30th. Okay, Chris Hinton, we're waiting on you, Chris. Real Estate 2026. Make sure you all check us out for that. Something new around the town. Of course, we're going to be doing that with different guests. Also, we're going to have a panel of young ladies that are going to be on with us. We're going to be talking about women's issues, of course. And I can't wait for us to share that segment with you all. And we've been meeting and talking and just pulling in great young ladies, young women, and women and young women, so we can have a great segment for you all. Jason Baker is going to be coming with cryptocurrency, and we have a very special guest that's going to be coming with money and more. Just talked about money and managing and stewardship, and those are some of the things that we're going to be talking about on the Money and More segment. Monday sports talk. Did you all see the Knicks? You know what? I was a little scared about the Knicks on last night. I didn't know whether or not they were going to be able to come through, but they did. I do favor them. But I tell you what, I'll talk about that on Monday, because I tell you what, we are right there, almost at the door with our playoffs, the finals, and by the time Monday gets here, we're going to have, information on this week's playoff teams and scores. Let's see, we're still filling in our calendar for June. Make sure you all get the calendar and get information. I'll be posting it on the social media pages. And let me, before I forget, we have comedian Ferguson coming on June the 3rd. Don't forget that date. Ferg, we call him Ferg. Ferg is on social media, especially on TikTok. That's where I see him most. He's on TikTok most of all. So you all check him out. FERG Ferg. You can Google him and find out who he is. And he's going to share with us June the 3rd, coming up real soon. And we want you all to join us. Don't forget to follow me on social media. You know, I'm everywhere. Facebook Live, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram, either at Y Hinton or at FYI Radio Show. Make sure you check me out. If you have not followed me on TikTok, please follow me. Please follow me at Y Hinton. Please follow me at Y Hinton. If you haven't followed me over here on TikTok, please come and follow me at Y Hinton, YHINTON, and I will follow you back. Okay? Look, you know I gotta shout out some folks. Lover girl, what's going on, lover girl? I see you up here. Pearlie Owens, hello. Jamari, Kaisar, I think that's how you pronounce it. Ahmed, AHMED, Kadarius, Rick, hello. Monica, hi. Negro Angel Rodriguez, Eliza Lee, that's cute. Kira, I think that's it. O'Neill, Miss Campbell, hi. Party Rentals, what's going on? And let's see, Maytex, I hope that's pronounced right. Drummer, hi. Let's see, SP, hi, ERRYICE. Hello. So many on, I think that's, I can't pronounce that. It looks like RHA. Nakisha, hi. Victor, hi. Victor Jackson, yes. Margaret, hello. Toothflex, I think that's it. Gabrielle, Omo, hello. Kimmy, Golden Rule, oh, that's cute, I like that. Let's see. Chandler, Bobby, what's up? Al, what's going on? Let me see who else is here. Who else is here? We got so many folk over here. Also, Facebook. Let me see if I can pull you all over here. Let me see, because Facebook now, at first it wasn't in front of my eyes. Now, Facebook is over here where I can see you all a little bit. Let's see here who is on the line with me. In the meantime, let's see who else. Walter, GW Chill, Rick Borden, hello. Tyrone, what's up? Elder, hello. Victor, Nathaniel, Doran. We got an 829-074-1703. Thank you for joining us. Let's see who's over here on. Let's see if we can find out who's over here on Facebook. Sheila Robbins, I know you over here. I think I see, let's see, Sheila Robbins. Just, let's see, so many folk on. And I want to thank you for coming on. And I thank you for your patience as well. Thank you so much for your patience. I have so many windows that are open here. Those that are on LinkedIn, LinkedIn had a problem this morning, but I got a chance to put the live show on the post. So LinkedIn, thank you so much for being on with us on today. I would have been really disappointed if we weren't able to have LinkedIn on. But you know, I'm under the impression, you all, that our internet is not 100 on today. What do you all think? Are you all having any problems with your internet? And I'm on a lot of different platforms, and I just see on a lot of these platforms that there are delays or interference or just something is going on, and I'm not quite 100 or sure about it, 100%. But that's my conspiracy theory. Look, don't forget to join me on Friday, Mr. Les Smith. That's usually our women's issues, but we're going to have Les Smith to talk about all around the town and what's going on in his area, in his district, and he can share, all the great things that's going on in his world. You can be a special guest, intern, or sponsor with FYI Morning Show Live. But you got to inbox me wherever you are, whatever platform you're on. Or if you are, a person that likes to email or Gmail, you can write FYI Radio Show Live at gmail.com. Make sure you all, get with me and let me know that you all are looking at the show, would love to be a special guest, or in some kind of way, be a part of the show. So look, I'm going to go. I'm still, trying to pull up Facebook. I have Facebook right here, but still I see a delay in some of the platforms. But you know what? It's time to go. I can't wait to see you all again on Friday. Want you to be blessed and, do some great things on today. Do something nice for someone. Do something real nice for someone. All right. Sheila Roberts, I see you. Chris Hinton, I see you. I'm finally seeing the notification. Oh, goodness.
Where I am now, I'm in a special
Hinton,
place of
Mr. Kenneth Thomas, Sheila Roberts, Norman Bird, Annie, everybody. I see some of the likes. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your support. See you, TikTok.